Okay, good afternoon, everybody. Hope you're enjoying the warm weather. It's Sarah here from ProvidentCRM. Thank you for taking the time to join our webinar, A Deep Dive into Sugar Market. We have two guest speakers today. So we have Patrick Boulanger and Carlo Di Berardino from Sugar CRM. So today's agenda is going to be first, we're going to start off with an introduction to Sugar Market, which Carlo is going to be covering. And then we're going to go over a functional overview and demonstration, which will be covered by Patrick. And we will have time at the end for any questions. So all attendees are in listen-only mode. But if you do have a question, please use the Q&A box, which you should see on your screen. And without any further ado, I will now pass over to Carlo. So thank you.
Thank you, Sarah. Good afternoon, everybody. This is Carlo Di Berardino. I'm the Customer Success Director EMEA for Sugar CRM. And I'm going to cover, as Sarah said, an introduction to Sugar Market. Before talking in more details about Sugar Market, let's first of all have a quick look at the history behind it. Sugar Market was established in 2007 as Salesfusion in the United States, and pretty soon became a winning mid-sized marketing automation solution, both for the North American market and in Europe. In May 2019, Sugar CRM, in a move into the marketing automation market, decides to acquire Salesfusion. And soon after, we rebranded Salesfusion into Sugar Market, and that was part of the general migration of Sugar CRM from being a customer relationship management company to a customer experience company. But not only that, we also embedded Sugar Market into our new cloud strategy. What is the market position of Sugar Market? Well, as you can see from this slide, we can say that Sugar Market is a typical mid-sized marketing automation solution. It's kind of south of the most sophisticated and most expensive solution, the like of Marketo and Eloqua, but it's kind of north of what we could call marketing tools, the like of MailChimp, HubSpot, and Acton. And what's the difference? Well, the main difference is, as we can see, and we will discuss later on, is also specifically the very straight integration with an enterprise CRM solution. If you are a marketeer, which I believe you are in the audience, definitely you will recognize yourself into these three main objectives that any marketing department and any marketeer has, which are increase lead quality, both as a volume and through outputs, quantify and amplify the return on marketing investments, and in general improve the customer experience and retention. But how marketeers can achieve that using technology? If we look back at the history, in 2011, marketeers and marketing department had about 150 different pieces of technology they could use to achieve those objectives. Today, there are more than 7,000. And while the availability of a lot of tools could be, in one hand, not that bad because it gives you a lot of choice, on the other hand, it has been calculated that marketeers have about 12 different tools today, an average of 12 different tools, piece of technology that can use to achieve those objectives, which is could be quite cumbersome. If you think about it, you have 12 different logins, 12 different passwords, 12 different data sets, and 12 different support centers if you have any issues with any of those applications. One of the first objectives of Sugar Market was to effectively make the life of any marketeer easier. And this has been achieved providing in one application a set of tools that are easy to use to build campaigns. They provide you advanced automation and a superior level of reporting. The net result was to provide the marketeers a streamlined campaign creation tool, a way to better understand the engagement, which in that results is an improving conversion and driving more revenue for your company. As we will see later during the demonstration from Patrick, a marketing automation tool that is kind of dislodged from a CRM system is quite useless. The alignment between marketing and sales is paramount today in order for you to cultivate and not only the prospects and leads, but also to achieve the customer for life objective, which is again paramount for any marketing department. And the integration between CRM and marketing automation tools must be as seamless as possible. Sales team, they don't have to spend time entering information or gathering details on leads, as the system needs to provide them all in a very concise and actionable form. And that's what exactly Sugar CRM and Sugar Market do in a seamless integration. They present information to salespeople and to users in a context where is it built within the user's daily activity and system. And also the integration between the two systems can deliver a real-time information that can be leveraged for salespeople to have a consultative conversation at the first point of contact with a prospect or during the customer journey. But when we think about marketing automation, we normally think about a so-called top of the funnel. But through Sugar Market, you can achieve way more than that, especially in both in upsell and cross-sell activity, also in what is today paramount in a subscription economy, which is retention. I'm not going to spend too much time going through each one of these stages, but as you can see, Sugar Market can cover any activities such as inviting customers to the reward program, monitoring engagement level, all the way down to win-back campaigns and offering financial incentives. So marketing automation and Sugar Market in particular becomes an indispensable tool to improve customer experience, creating customers for life. Technology is without doubt a value, but technology is not enough. Delivering on promises also represent a solemn commitment that create customers for life. And you can only do that when you use the appropriate mix of processes and people. Sugar Market does exactly that, from providing processes and people that achieve the ability for marketeers to achieve those objectives we discussed at the beginning. This is done through unlimited support, either by phone or by email, all the way through the ability of offering personalized one-on-one training with one of our marketing automation consultants. And last but not least, offering managed services where you give out the burden of running the campaign, executing the campaign, and the reporting. And that allows any marketing department to focus more on program, marketing strategy, and content creation. The impact of marketing automation, specifically Sugar Market, then can be it comes off from the experience of some of our customers. Either they were coming from a competitive solution, or they were looking for a very tight integration with a CRM, or they were looking at taking advantage of our reporting capabilities. It is all a testament of how important marketing automation and Sugar Market could be in the life of a marketeer, and how Sugar Market can fulfill those expectations. But I invite everybody just to go out and research. The best source is when it's coming. The best source of rating is when it's coming from an outside independent source. Like in this case, for G2 Crowd. G2 Crowd is a software business review research company. And what they did, they compared some of the most important marketing automation solution, and Sugar Market and Sugar CRM, that comes on top on most of the ratings. So don't take my word for it. Just get out, do your research, and you will see how Sugar Market can deliver on those objectives. Now, I think that's enough for me. I'll pass the screen to my colleague Patrick, who will give you a functional overview of the application. Over to you, Patrick.
Thank you, Carlo. I will share my screen. Okay, that's great. Does everyone see my screen?
We can, Patrick, yes.
That's great, thank you. Okay, well, thank you very much. So my name is Patrick Boulanger, so I'm a senior solution consultant at Sugar CRM, and today we will go over what is Sugar Market and what exactly does it bring. I think the first question is why customer choose Sugar Market? Well, in the vast market of what Sugar Market is, it's a very good mid-market solution. Most of the companies today are working with many marketing tools, and Sugar Market is really here to maybe possibly transition you to a better Sugar Market marketing automation experience, where Sugar Market is a very complete, intuitive, and affordable solution where you will find everything you need in terms of marketing automation, and you will benefit from all the things you see over here on this slide, including unlimited support and as well depending on which CRM you're going to be connecting to, the native interface included with the license. So just to make sure, what marketing automation, what exactly does it bring? A proper marketing automation tool should bring any of those steps, meet any of the steps you have on the right side. So first of all, it's all about your buyer's journey or your customer's journey. So you want to be tracking the people coming on your website, and that's where you need to start by recording IP addresses and placing cookies on your buyer's machine. So Sugar Market will do that, and then at some point your buyer will come on your website and maybe fill in the form. Where he will give away his first and last name and essentially his email. This is where you can aggregate this web activity with the fact that you could just create a contact. Once that contact is actually created, well, you can start engaging with that person through emailing. And then through emailing, well, a buyer it could be a buyer today, but it just could be a buyer tomorrow or 6 weeks from now, but you never know. So it's very important that you can actually engage with that person, keep a relationship going. So, and this is exactly about nurturing. Nurturing is about building this relationship with your customer, wherever he stands in his customer stage cycle. And when you want to engage with one person, you want to be making sure that this person is properly engaged. And this is why you would score. You would score his action. So scoring is all about recording the different steps that this buyer is taking on his journey. So it's about visiting a page, getting some point, downloading a form, getting some other points, and so on. So and as the score go up, you want to get that information back to your sales force, your salespeople, and then making sure that anyone in contact with those customers are properly aware and can engage with them. So this is why your CRM integration actually it's really important, because you want to have the scoring and all this marketing information back to your CRM. And through alerts, anyone on website, downloading or requesting some information, you should be alerting anyone who can actually get back in touch with that person. So through the integration, you can do that. And then the reporting is, I'd like to say, your marketing strategy is as good as your reporting, because you want to be really benchmarking every single step of the way your different marketing strategies compared to others in the previous and in the past. So you'll have a look exactly what kind of reporting we have within Sugar Market. In regards to integration, so Sugar Market integrates obviously with Sugar CRM, but it will integrate with many other CRMs, most of them on the market. We have it. You could have a webinar or any webinar events you could organize. We have a specific integration. You could get additional reporting around that. We do use Octopus, so our favorite B2B social media management software is Octopus. Octopus is a third-party software. We are reselling licenses around that. And then you will benefit from native integration between Octopus and Sugar Market, so that you can bring back all your buyers' journey on the social media into your Sugar Market. In terms of analytics, we are using Looker, which is a third-party software as well, one of the leader on its market for data analytics, but it's included in your license. And then if you are looking at doing some AdWord managements with your company, you can do that as well from Sugar Market, and we use on the background Clicken, so you don't have to get any other very specific software for that. Now, in order to demonstrate exactly the journey and how to use Sugar Market, so we're going to have a look at exactly how Sugar Market can actually, how sales and marketing, can leverage really across the whole journey of your buyer. we'll start by using, let's say, I'll tell you a story about the Tink Company. So the Tink Company is a global consistency services company, and it targets companies who struggle with internal processes. And then his favorite target personas are chief executive officer, operation managers, and sales executives. Now, from the Tink Company, we have Jennifer Baker, who's the marketing manager. She's responsible for the new campaign to increase sales pipeline, and she leverages Sugar Market to design, execute, and measure her campaign. We have Jim Morris today, our sales manager for the Tink Company. He helps drive new sales, relies on marketing to deliver quality leads, and then he leverages his CRM software to track and nurture leads into viable opportunities. And then we have our buyer today, Benjamin Douglas, VP Sales. His current issues are lack of efficiency in decision-making processes, and then his goal is to increase revenue by improving the lead conversion rate and reducing the sales cycle. Now, in order to do exactly where Sugar Market stands and how it can actually help, the Tink Company, well, Benjamin is actually engaging in his research. We're going to be looking at in different phases, but we're going to be starting where Sugar Market really is very useful under attracting, nurturing, and scoring a buyer's journey. So, in order to do so, let's start right away with a marketing campaign. So, Benjamin has been really researching already his topic, and then he came across the Tink Company. He's been registered somehow within a distribution list, and then one day he received that email. So that email has been built with Sugar Market, and on that email we have some content over here. As you can see, we have some links, some more contents over here, links to your different social media websites, and then Benjamin can actually download the ebook. So it's going to go right away and click on that button over here. And he's redirected to what we call a landing page. So this landing page has been created as well with Sugar Market. So it's really content over here to design the customer experience, but especially is that form over here where you can capture the name and some details of your customer. And then Benjamin is going to fill up these different details over here and then click the download button. And then very good practice is actually redirected to a thank you page. If you want to come up, there you go. A thank you page. So this is very, very common practice in terms of email campaigns marketing. So, just in a very few clicks, what happened over here? So in a very few seconds here, we could gather the information of Benjamin. We could create a lead within Sugar Market, and we could place a cookie on Benjamin's machine and start tracking his journey on Sugar Market. So let's have a look exactly how Jennifer could actually create all that customer experience. Once you get into Sugar Market, the first thing you get is your global dashboard. So we'll come back on that one very quickly in a couple of minutes. But just to show you quickly the interface, it's quite simple. So we have global dashboard here. You are able to create anything over here from lists, campaigns, form pages, scoring, everything you're going to be working on. You can create over here. You can manage your different things again over here. And then you have a specific menu for accessing your different reporting, okay? And the rest of it, well, you have it here, a dashboard. So every single email campaign will have its own dashboard. Then if you're working with accounts, you can track your different accounts over here. And if you're working with leads and contacts, you can track them over here. So let's go quickly see exactly how Jennifer could create the landing page, and then especially that form. So Sugar Market is really a business user-oriented software. So you don't need to have developers coding anything. Everything can be done from a business point of view. So here we're going to ask Jennifer for a form name. She can organize her different campaigns in folders. We're going to ask her what type of form she wants to be creating. You can have some descriptions over here and anything around GDPR compliance. Next step over here is to really organize the different fields on your form. So you have, Jennifer has everything she needs on the right side. She just needs to drag and drop and organize her different fields. And then when actually this is done, she can click on them and then start configuring But the most important part is really that because of the integration with your CRM, you're able to map right away the different fields to the ones of your CRM so you can have real-time synchronization. In regard to the styling, you have everything you need over here to create styling and background colors and just create anything you need for your customer experience. You can as well preview the form by itself if you need to. And then the last thing and the most important one is the logic behind the form. So every form has some logic depending on where they're going to be standing on the website, on your different email campaigns. They could have different logics. So you can save those forms as templates and then reuse them afterwards. But here, for example, we're going to be asking yourself, do you want to synchronize with external CRM right away? Yes. And do you want to redirect that customer somewhere else? Yes. And you can add the different URLs over here. Then you can have different rules. So for example, depending on what's available, what kind of fields you put on the form, you can have, for example, here we have a job title. So if that person chooses VP of sales, we could reassign that person right away to one of our sales executives. And just to show you, depending on what you have, it could be a product list and so on. And in terms of actions, what can you do? Well, this is the list of things you can do. You can create tasks and opportunities and or add that person to a distribution list or a nurture campaign and so on. You can send emails or assign that person to a user or a department. And this is where, the task users and so on, these are really clearly, things that are as well CRM related. So once this is done, you just publish your form, it's available. And let's see exactly how do you create this customer experience around the form. So here we have the landing page. So Jennifer has everything she needs on the right side to just create this customer experience. And then it's very easy for her because it's pretty much drag and drop. So she just plays the different things on the page over here, and then she just configure everything she needs. And then when it comes to the form, well, she can go here and pick up the form she requires, select the form, and then publishes. And then here you go, the landing page is ready to be used. Now, when the customer comes on this kind of page and then gives away his different details, right away we create contacts. And let's have a look at what's available in terms of contact details within Sugar Markets. So we have quite a few things here. First thing is the customer journey. As you can see, we can track the different customer journey, the different steps that person has been taking. If this email, happy birthday, have been sent, I can actually click over here and then see exactly what kind of data has been or email has been sent as well. Just type of events we can actually see is the different information. We can track the different web hits. So you will be provided with tracking code you can actually include in your different pages of your website so that we know where the customer is actually going. You can track the different page visits, the different emailing campaigns you've been sending him, the different forms that they've been on, to plan event registration, and any social media interactions over here. So everything here on the customer journey you will have. Details is very classic. Pretty much we will synchronize the fields over here with the ones of your CRM. You can as well see which list that person is on, the different nurture that person is on. You can track the different actions on the scoring. So, and this is very as well a unique thing for Sugar Market. You can create multiple scoring profiles. So you have a generic scoring in terms of where that person goes on your website and the different actions they actually do. But you could have maybe a different scoring when you, for example, are launching a new product. You might want to score these differently and see exactly what kind of leads or contacts are most engaged with that new service or product. Because of the CRM as well, you can create accounts. So we do score people individually, but we are able to following a different algorithm to actually score an account. So let's say you have an account of, let's say 20 people, but only one comes around your website. It doesn't mean that the company is actually engaged with you. So we have algorithm on the background, making sure that it will score the account properly and differently from a different contact by itself. And then because of the CRM integration, we can have task and opportunities visibility as well. So when we speak about nurture, we speak as well about email campaigns. So in terms of email campaigns, let's see how Jennifer could actually define her email campaigns. So SugarMarket has everything you need for creating email campaigns. So here we're going to be going through the standard email campaign, but you could quickly as well create an A/B testing campaign, which is about really testing either your subject or your content or both of it. So you would have same as the standard email campaign wizard, but some extra questions over here for the A/B testing. So very similar to the form, we're asking her, Jennifer, some information about the campaign name, folders, if you want to order her campaigns. You can personalize the content, email subjects, or even content of emails using some very specific formatting in order to go and grab the data from SugarMarket. You can hide yourself using different from and reply to emails and everything. You could as well include your Google Data Analytics parameters over here, and then be compliant with GDPR over here. Next step is about, what you want to be doing. We do support, if you have pages which are already created, you can literally do a copy paste of your HTML code. We will take care of sorting out the HTML, the CSS, and the JavaScript, and off you go. But we're going to be using the drag and drop over here. And then the next stage over here is about, creating the different content. So you have everything you need from getting the formatting over here, the pictures. You're able to upload pictures, media content within SugarMarket so that anyone can actually use it. You don't have to have anything on your computers. And then you have everything you need around, formatting the different links, the content, and so on. You can potentially preview what your buyers are going to be received. You can have access to advanced testing where we will test your different campaigns content and make sure it's actually displayed properly on the different browsers, and make sure you don't have spamming content within your campaign, and then you can test yourself, send the test email to yourself as well. Furthermore, you can actually use you'd have to choose a different distribution list, and we do support dynamic distribution list as well, which can be created either through the integration from your CRM or through reporting. So you can easily create distribution lists for segmenting your different targets. And then you need to schedule your email, and then obviously you're reviewing everything, and then off you go. You can send your email campaigns. Now, we've been through those 3 steps over here, but let's see exactly how the sales, how they can leverage, SugarMarket within their CRM software. And today, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be having a look at Jim. Jim is using Sugar CRM today, and he has access to this nice dashboard where he can actually, properly follow on the different leads coming in and the different source, and get reporting from Looker, which we'll be looking in a couple of minutes over here. So, but he's very interested into Benjamin Douglas over here. So it's going to be looking at Benjamin Douglas. So he accesses the leads where he sees 360 view of his record over here. And what does he has? He has on Sugar, it will be very similar as well on all the different integration with other CRM softwares. You would get kind of a panel like this where you see the customer journey. You would get here on Sugar, we have some different modules where you could track the campaign logs, the web activity, if he's been attending to an event, or the landing page he's actually been visiting, and obviously all the emails that has been sent to that person. But the key thing is really this black button over here where the sales Jim can actually click on it, and then he's right away accessing Sugar Markets without actually being there. So he has access to the customer journey again, the scoring summary, the different lists that person is on. He can do actually some corrections over here, and he can access, he can properly engage right away if he wants to. So any templates created within Sugar Market can be leveraged right away within the CRM itself. You have access to the nurturing, and then because of lead is linked to a campaign and an opportunity, well, you could track down, which leads actually been generated, and then which opportunity has been generated from that lead. So James is going to go on and qualify the lead, open an opportunity, and then run that opportunity, and then close the opportunity. Now, going back to our Sugar Market, so what kind of tool Jennifer has to measure all that success? So let's have a quick look over here. So first of all, global dashboard. So there's quite some reporting within Sugar Market to measure the success of your marketing strategies. So Sugar Market, first of all, the global dashboard. So the global dashboard is what, like said, global. So it will provide you, every user will have it. It will provide you some general information about, which way you're going. First of all, we have some marketing information over here where we can track the number of leads. We always compare, this period to, let's say, the last quarter, and you can always, choose to the period here on the right side. So you can track down, the new leads for this month compared to last month, the conversion rates, the new opportunities which have been created, and because of the CRM integration, the opportunities which have been won. And then you can always double click on this and then access the data which could be relevant. So if you want to see, for example, which leads have been converted this quarter, you can access this right away. You can download the report over here. Next thing, you can track the 5 last email campaigns over here in terms of open rate and click rate. You can track your deliverability over here. So it's important to know where you stand on the internet. You don't want your company to be reported as a spamming entity. Pretty much you would be flagged, and then unfortunately you wouldn't be able to send any or deliver at least any emails. So that unfortunately happens. You can keep track on your website activity over here, your form completed over here, your different web source, where are they coming from? If you organize events, you see the number of registered and attended persons this quarter against the last one, and then your 5 most engaged accounts which are scored over here. So that's one first report. The second one is really every single email campaign will have a dashboard. So the dashboard is of that email campaign. If I want to remind myself what was that email campaign, so I can view email. So it's an old version of the emails I just sent pretty much today. But you can review the type of emails you've been sending. You have information about the different clicks and deliverability over here. You can always click on it and then access the information. So if you want to see any emails which has bounced, come here and then download the report and then take those emails out of your database. Then you can see the number of recipients in your campaign, if there would be any clicks over time, when did these people actually clicked on it, and how long did it actually last, when is it losing traction. And if you have links, you could see here which link is actually performing the most. Not the last, but the main dashboard is actually the Looker website. So sorry, it's a very big data engine. So it's actually refreshing right now on my dashboard. It happens from time to time. But essentially what it does, it's every single of these little box over here is a reporting. So you would, in order to build those dashboards, you would come here. For example, you want to create an email campaign, you report, you would come here, a contact journey, you would come here, and so on. So you have all this different space where you can go ahead and build those reports. And once those reports are actually created, well, you can put them all together to actually create email a very nice dashboard. So here we have an email campaign performance dashboard. It's managing a lot of data right now. It's managing all the, let's say, the email campaigns we had for I think about a year. But what essentially what it brings you, for example, this report here email tells you, like, for example, you send that number of email, that number have been delivered, that number have been opened, and then you get email campaign performance about this, all the data about all those email campaigns. And you could have as well, a dashboard telling you about, the performance of your form and landing pages over here. You can have a heat map as well. So in North America, it's very easy because the IP data always will carry the states. So very easy to find out, which are the most engaged states, let's say, across America with you during your campaigns. But let's say in Europe, you would have more kind of this data where you could actually see, the localization of all the people really where they are and where they've been, visiting you from. And then because we have integration with the CRM, you can start tracking, a lead is attached to an opportunity and from a campaign as well. So you can start tracking, for example, the different opportunity stage, so who's driving your pipeline over here, and then try to get, some sort of a marketing performance or return on investment, which is always very hard to do in marketing. So this is Looker. It's included with your license in Sugar Market, and you can, as you can see, it's extremely powerful software, and you can do a lot of things. And there are more, out of the box reporting. So, but I'll skip those for today. And then I think the last one is we were talking about the customer, where marketing automation, where does it engage with your customer? It's always, you can use marketing automation throughout the whole, customer journey cycle. And well, especially when you see, the customer is not so engaged with you, so you want to re-engage with that person, or that contract is about to renew. You want to keep track of that person. You want maybe to get engaged with him, so knowing if he's going to be renewing his contract. So let's have a quick look how exactly, Sugar Market can actually do so. So I need this bar to go away over here. Up. Now it's all about nurturing. So within Sugar Market, you have a nurture designer. So I'll explain very quickly, but basically, it's about, taking steps and taking decision. The platform will usually find like a flow of actions, and Sugar Market will just make sure it actually happens. So for example, you could, start a campaign about, renewing a customer, and then send a first email campaign where you want to ask that buyer, that the customer, look, you're about 60 days out of your renewal date. So please, click here, visit our website, and let us know you want to renew. For example, so we send that email campaign, we wait 20 days, and the platform will ask itself, did that person actually visit our website, and did it actually click the landing page? And if yes, well, notify, the contact owner, and then add to the CRM a task for the CSM to actually follow up with that customer. If no, well, maybe it's 20 days down the road now. Let's send him a different email campaign. Say, hey, maybe you missed us, early on. So your contract is now 40 days away from renewal. Do you want to renew, and so on? And then I think you understand exactly what's happening. So you can create all those different steps, and the platform will take decisions for you. And then ultimately, you will be able to renew your customer. And just to finish over here, the nurturing is actually getting a brand new look. So 2 months from now, Sugar CRM will deliver his major new updates on Sugar Market. And this will come with the Nurture Builder you can see over here. So a very more friendly, let's say, builder that you've seen, where it will let you pretty much, having all those benefits you see on the right side, and then pretty much better flexibility around organizing your different flows for Sugar Markets. And Last thing is we won't have time to go over, but Octopost, obviously, feel free to get in touch with us if you want to have an overview of our what exactly Octopost does. But it's very well integrated, and it will support your social media management as well. Over to you.
Great, thanks, Patrick. Thank you for that very in-depth demo, and thank you, Carlo, for your presentation. So we do have some time for some questions. So please, if you've got any questions, use the questions and answers. There are some questions that have been asked while you've been presenting. So Patrick, our first question for you is, where is Sugar Market hosted?
So Sugar Market is hosted in Ireland right now. So it's within the European Union.
Great, thank you very much. Next question is Sugar Market priced per user like your CRM? I'll take that one. No, it's not. So you can have as many users as you like within Sugar Market. The pricing scheme works on the number of active marketing contacts that you have. So just to clarify, it's not based on the number of employees or your users that are accessing Sugar Market. Carlo, one for yourself. What type of training or onboarding is included? What does it look like?
Specifically for training, there's a 6 weeks training period, which is made of effectively 2 one-hour sessions per week on a recurring schedule. And it's done through our marketing automation consultant. And any customer can invite as many employees to attend the training sessions they want, and those training sessions are recorded. In terms of the sessions, we cover pretty much all the different functionality application, from how to create usable lists all the way through creating hidden templates, trigger email campaign, lead scoring, review dashboard system, and reporting. So everything that Patrick has covered during his demo.
Great, thank you. Okay, well, that's all the questions we seem to have had in, so that's good news. So thank you once again, everybody, for taking the time to join. If you would like to know more information about Sugar Market or Sugar, my email address is on the screen, sarah@providencecrm.com, or of course you can contact your account manager. But yeah, once again, thanks everybody for joining, and an extra thank you for Patrick and Carlo for taking us through that. So thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, I'll see you soon. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.